There are studies upon studies showing how music can affect us mind, body, and soul. These effects can be helpful or harmful, can provide peace or create chaos. Music has a very powerful effect on our whole being, many times without our conscious knowledge. But where did the music come from? Charles Darwin wrote, "Musical notes and rhythm were first acquired by the male or female progenitors of mankind for the sake of charming the opposite sex. Thus, musical tones became firmly associated with some of the strongest passions an animal is capable of feeling." Darwin believed that music predated speech as a means of attracting a mate, which would mean, if he is correct, that music is one of the oldest forms of communication. But beyond communication and attracting a mate, what is music good for? Are there other reasons for it to be so strongly ingrained in all of us? Sound consultant Julian Treasure states that music is the most powerful sound there is. It's powerful for two reasons. You recognize it fast and you associate it very powerfully. He states that other sounds like ocean waves and bird song can have an effect as well, but music has the strongest effect. Many of us use music for motivation to help us exercise or to get ready to compete. Typically, this music is loud, fast paced, and is intended to get us pumped up and ready for action. One study found that cyclists work harder when listening to faster music and even found that they enjoyed the music more. Music could be such a powerful motivator that it is sometimes banned, along with steroids and stimulants, to prevent athletes from gaining an unfair advantage during competition. Why? Because of its capacity to energize and increase endurance. At the other end of the spectrum, slow, rhythmic beats and chanting have been used for centuries to induce a hypnotic state and in meditation. Studies have found that listening to this slow, rhythmic type of music can alter brain waves speeds and create brainwave activity similar to that of a person meditating or in a hypnotic state. Music used in intensive care medicine has shown to decrease anxiety in patients pre-op more than the use of oral sedatives. After open heart surgery, it was found that patients who listened to music while resting in bed for 30 minutes had lower cortisol levels than those who did not listen to music. However, the type of music is important. It was found that classical music and meditation music had the most benefit, while metal and techno could possibly be dangerous. This type of music increased stress levels and possibly life-threatening arrhythmias. Listening to music can trigger long-forgotten memories. An article in the London Sunday Times described the author listening to a mix of music created many years ago by her much younger self. She described the listening of this music as instant euphoria, wanting to dance, sing, and generally make a fool of herself, of remembering such things as a first kiss. Why does music have such a powerful impact on our memories? One reason may be because music activates such a large portion of the brain. The motor areas process the rhythm, the auditory areas process the sound, and the limbic regions are associated with the emotions. Because the brain seems to be able to hang on to musical memories better than other memories, music is becoming more common in the treatment of brain injuries, diseases that affect the brain like Alzheimer's and dementia, and in pain management through the use of music therapy right in the hospitals. Music therapy can give Alzheimer's and dementia patients back to their families. It can give Parkinson's patients the ability to be graceful. Even though these effects are short-lived, they are there. Music can even help overcome speech impediments. Country singer Mel Tillis speaks with a stutter, but when he sings, there's no stutter in sight. One more area that music can help the brain is with its executive functioning. A recent study found that people with musical training have a better executive functioning skills. The study suggests that having a minimum of 2 years of musical training may help ADHD sufferers increase their executive functioning, thereby reducing their ADHD symptoms. Music has been credited with the ability to create social cohesion, binding people together to increase the effectiveness of group action. Work and war songs, lullabies, and national anthems have bound together families, groups, or whole nations for centuries. In a study done to show how music can affect emotions, participants were asked to note whether the smiley face icon was happy or sad while listening to music. Interestingly, when shown a neutral icon, the participants thought it looked happy when happy music was playing, and vice versa when sad music was playing. Music is what our feelings sound like. People listen to music to feel closer to friends, when hanging out, and to express their identity and values to others. Music is a personal choice that we use to express ourselves through the creation of and in our listening choices. Music is very emotional. Music is also a part of most gatherings, whether it is the main event or in the background. And let's face it, music is just plain fun. You dance to it, play air guitar or drums or what other instrument you like to it. There's karaoke, and every movie has it to enhance the viewing. Music can just make us feel good. But is music all that important? Steven Pinker, a cognitive psychologist and scientist, doesn't seem to think so. He stated that music is useless and could vanish from our species and the rest of our lifestyle would be virtually unchanged. How could this possibly be? Music is a whole brain experience. We as a species are wired for music. Music was a part of us before we could speak, and it's too much a part of us to ever be gone. Music has an effect on us, body, mind, and soul. To what extent, we are still discovering and learning.